In this video, we're going to be going over how to make a plain weave sample. This sample is much bigger than the one I'm going to create, but I just want to show you what it looks like. So I'm going over one and then under one, over one, under one. With each of my strands, I'm using paper strips that are 3/4 of an inch, and that's what it looks like. It also looks the same on the back because it's going over and then under, so here it would be going under and then over. Okay, so this is what my end goal here. To get started, I'm going to get 5 strips from each color, so they're 3 1/4 inch wide, and there's 5 of them. This one I'm going to switch out because that is not the right size. There we go. Now I have 5 that are the right size by 5 that are the right size. I'm going to choose one color to go horizontally, which would be my weft grain, and one to go up and down, which would be my warp grain. So I'll start right here. I'm going to lay this one out, and again, it's going to go under, over, under, over. So if I wanted to go under, then what I would do is I would first take my glue stick here. You're gonna need a glue stick and you're gonna need scissors for this activity. Take my glue stick and I'm just gonna start my first line and glue them as I go. I'm only gonna glue this first line as I go, then I'll wait to glue till the very end because I wanna be able to adjust things if I get anything wrong. I'm gonna glue one on top, and if this is going, let's say my green is going under the orange here, then it needs to be going over on the next one. So I'm gonna glue this one behind. So I'll go to the back, and I'll glue my next orange strand on like this. So now if I go back to my front side, you can see I'm going under and then over, and again I would need to go under and so on. So I'm going to just keep doing that like so, and I just kind of continue that pattern under, over, like that. Same thing again here. So now I have my 5. This is as big as it's going to be. Next, I'm going to be taking my green strands, so the ones that are going horizontal, and I'll do kind of the same thing on this orange strand. So I'll glue on this side, but not on my right side. And first, I'm going to go through and weave it. So here I'm going over, so the next thing I would need to do is go under, and then the next one I'm going to just kind of alternate. You can kind of follow along there. I'm just alternating, so then it gives me kind of a checkerboard pattern. Once I have that how I like it, I'll go ahead and glue on my left side here, but not on both sides, because if I glue on both sides, it makes it really hard to change anything or adjust anything if I realize later on that I've made a mistake. So I'll glue that one there. And then I just keep continuing that pattern. I'm going to make sure it looks like a checkered print, so I need to go under the ones I went over last time and over the ones I went under last time. I'm alternating that, and I would slide that in. Once I have it how I like it and it's nice and tight, I'm going to go ahead and glue on my left side. Okay, so I would just continue this down until I get to my last strand. Again, I'm just going to alternate what I'm doing. So anything I went over last time, I'm going to go under, and vice versa. Glue right here. Slide this guy up. Keep it nice and tight. Keeping it tight will keep it really neat looking. And then I just do my last one right here. Okay. So now that I've gone through and done all of these, the next thing I'm going to do is make sure it looks like a checkered board. So just like my sample I showed you earlier, it should look like a checkerboard. And if it does look like a checkerboard, then you would go through and you would glue the rest of your edges down. So we've already glued here and here, but I'd glue around here. And then I would go through and trim off any excess. So this would be trimmed off and this would be trimmed off. I'm not going to do that all in the video to save you some time, but that's kind of what you're going for.